Hello again. Well, as you can see, summer's over. Even said so in the paper. There you go. So it must be true. Conkers. Lovely. Haven't given you an update on my one in the porch, have I, lately? No. Here you go. Here we go. Not that much to report, in all fairness. But he's still plodding along. Right, so I'm out just quickly in the rain. Got my raincoat on, got my hat on, etc, etc. Not ideal, but there we go. What I thought I'd do is I'd just pop up into Mules Park, have a look at the water section under the trees and that in the rain. At least I got a bit of coverage. My son turned up yesterday afternoon like he said he would. Brought the drone with him that he's been lent for his trip up to the Lake District. So we got it all set up, showed him some bits and pieces, some basic controls, how to do some of the more fancy stuff, which is like built into the drone, but how to sort of activate it. And all good, really. Then later on he sent me a little shot of his first tower flight on his own. Here you go. Here he goes, his first solo flight on his drone, or the one he's been lent. This is him just pulling up on a tower flight where he just goes straight up and back down again. This is at his house in King Stainton, so you won't recognise anything. But he goes up to the maximum height of 120 metres and then comes down again, landing exactly where he took off from. Perfect tower flight. He doesn't land on his hand. I've got to teach him that yet. So there we are. If you get some nice stuff up in the Lake District, I'll give you a glimpse of that as well. Yep, definitely wet today. Definitely wet. Well, let's get down under cover of the trees. There we go. This should afford a bit of cover for me. It's not getting too wet. Barry asked me to check in the Guerrera in the comments last night. So check in on it, I shall, mate. And won't be long till I see you. I think you'll be down shortly. Next month. But it's not far away now. Not far away at all. That was my little archway, I think, with the red leaves. I'm not stopping to turn around and check, because as much as I'm underneath the tree cover here, it's still coming down on me. There we are, there's a Guerrera. So that looks big, and then you see that one up there. Size of that, it's massive, really is. I remember trying to get that shot the other day, and the sun was coming through on me and I couldn't do it. But there we go. That is the Guerrera. What a size. A tourist attraction in itself for Teignmouth, I think. Massive. There we are, there's a bit they've been working on. Still nothing changed since the one cactus type plant in the middle there. Did kind of hope it was going to start to fill up with them, but not yet. But of course the night is still young, so it may happen. Nice splash of orange, even if they are kind of past their best. And some spare Guerrera, in case anyone needs any. That's the excess place where they grow the smaller ones. Then they put the big one down there by the thing when they grow really, really big. So that's really good of them. Lovely. Certainly different down here when it's raining. A lot more sound and a different sort of look to it with the reflection of the water on everything, you know. Well, there we go, that was the water area. So, left or right? If I go right, it takes me up by the walled garden and out into the open Mules Park, meaning I'm going to get very, very wet. And if I go left, that takes me out to the Dawlish Road like I walked down the other day, meaning I'm going to get wet. So the decision is, I'm going to turn back round and go back down the way I came. At least stay a little bit drier for a little bit longer. Special later on, I think it's Sir Nigel again, not 100% sure, but that's due, so we're going to see if we can catch that, even if it means hiding in the station for it. I mean, this is the equivalent of a hiding in the station day, but without the trains and a little bit more moisture. Oh look, there are a couple of fish in there. Remember I said the other day, I said, oh look, there's fish. And I said, no, I think it's some sort of orange stick or something, like someone's thrown some carrots in. There are fish. Blimey. Even a little baby there. That's about quarter size of the big one there. So yeah, that's brilliant. That's great. There's one over there as well. I never knew there were fish in this pond. It's knocked me silly. Wonder what they eat. Must eat something. Crazy. Well, I guess next time I'm coming up here, I'll have a little bit of fish food from my own pond in my pocket. Why not? Lovely and green, isn't it? Lovely and green. And as I say, when the leaves are wet, it gives a different sort of look to it. Be like being in some sort of tropical jungle. Trees like that next year. Right, so I'll stop for a moment then. Had a drink of my ice cold chocolate drink I brought with me from the fridge. Unlike yesterday when it was a hot chocolate. And yeah, lovely. Lovely. But I guess despite it's only in August, we're probably coming to the end of all this now. It's all going to start dying off again. Oh, I remember those from when I was little. Used to have those everywhere, those. In the garden at home. A friend had them at his house. Very delicate, beautiful flowers. Right, well, bye-bye Mules Park water feature area. Let's go back out, get wet, get down the station. Just take a peep down Norman's Bridge. Yeah, windy yuck, rainy yuck, blowy yuck, 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 yuck. But you can't really say yuck at Teignmouth, can you? Even on a day like this, it's gorgeous. Nowhere else I'd rather be. Ideal. There we go, that's where we're heading. Near the station. Lovely, nice and dry. Rude not to just get a little bit more wet by taking a moment for some observation on this misty morning. Take our time. Wet anyway. And what a surprise. The team bean has not got a load of people sat outside. It's a nice brolly down there on the seawall. Right, that's it now, heading for the station. Now I think that post outside the Lido is new. Never seen that before, or it's never caught my attention anyway. There's the Lido. Lots of people in there. Adult swim by the look of it, where they all swim in lanes. There we go, very good. I did actually go to those, or a few of those adult swim sessions, back when I found out I had diabetes about 10 years ago. But unfortunately, I found that a lot of the people that were there, despite me being like friendly and saying hello, sort of thing, you know, very standoffish and very sort of like a closed club. Well, that's how it was for me 10 years ago anyway, so I never went back. It probably all changed now, don't get me wrong, I'm probably the nicest people in there, most welcoming people, but 10 years ago, the majority of them in there weren't very welcoming or very nice from someone that basically had some health issues and decided to try and get a little bit fitter. Just wanted to swim. And there we go. Just my experience, so I share it. Someone was saying the benches over here have been refurbished, and they have indeed. Look at that, new benches. Smashing. Let's see the name on them. Resting in his happy place. Craig, Roger Summerall, much loved, forever missed, and Terry Locke. He's spent many hours here, enjoyed his view and a pasty. Well, there we go. When I say both those names out loud, as we know, that means that they're not truly gone. Names said with purpose. Lovely. Anyway, let's get to this station before we get completely drenched. Here I am, soaking wet. Not great, but I'll live. I'll dry off. You've got about half an hour to kill, I think, before the train comes through. But I can always film anything else that comes through, can't I? So we'll have a look at a mini station. Oh, there's one come in now. We'll see that pulling away when I get in there. Happy train! Bye bye. Crossover in the station. There we go. All happens at once, doesn't it? All happens at once. I guess a good title for the video might be making the best of a wet day. I think I'm going to cross over to the other platform. A little bit of variety. Why not? Platform 2. And I found myself walking back into the rain. I'm mad, I tell you. Must be mad. Practice run. And the next one should be Sir Nigel. A head of steam. Lovely. Just look at that dissipate. Ideal. Well, there we go. Heading home now. Through the rain. All good. Out the back of the station this time. Just make a little change. Why not? Well, I'm going to do my sign off here today. I'm wet enough as it is. So thanks for watching. Made the best out of a rainy day, I think. Not too bad. Hopefully it's going to be a bit bad tomorrow. Not saying it's going to be glorious sunshine, but it shouldn't be rain. And well, that's it really. Thanks ever so much for joining me, coming out with me, hanging out with me on this soggy day. Take care. Bye.